Have you ever looked at a geometry problem and thought, there's no way I can find that shaded area? Well, let's prove that's not true. Today's challenge is simple. Find the total area of the two green semicircles. Pause the video if you'd like to solve it first. Ready? Let's begin. The first thing to notice is that these diagonals create two equilateral triangles. Each triangle has a side length of 8. That means every interior angle is 60 degrees. Now look at one of the green semicircles. Many people immediately assume the radius is 4, but that's not true. We actually have to calculate it. Notice that the center of the semicircle is exactly at the midpoint of the side. Now, draw a perpendicular line from the center of the semicircle to the slanted side of the triangle. Why? Because the radius of a circle is always perpendicular to its tangent. That perpendicular segment is exactly the radius we're looking for. Now we have a right triangle. The side adjacent to the 60-degree angle is 4 because the center lies exactly at the midpoint of the side. Now let's use trigonometry. We know that sine 60 degrees equals opposite over hypotenuse. In our triangle, the opposite side is the radius, r, and the hypotenuse is 4. So sine of 60 degrees equals r over 4. Multiply both sides by 4. r equals 4 times sine of 60 degrees. Since sine of 60 degrees equals square root of 3 over 2, the radius becomes r equals 2 square root of 3. Now the hard part is over. The area of one semicircle is pi r squared over 2. Substituting the radius, pi, 2 square root of 3, squared over 2 equals 12 pi over 2, which is 6 pi. Since there are two identical semicircles, we simply multiply by 2. So the total shaded area is 12 pi square units. And that's it. Notice something interesting. We never needed the rectangle's diagonal. The only things we really needed were the properties of an equilateral triangle, a little trigonometry, and the area formula for a circle. That's the beauty of geometry. The information that looks important isn't always the information you actually need. If you enjoyed this geometry challenge, subscribe to Math Algo. We'll keep turning difficult-looking problems into simple, step-by-step solutions.